Hello guys. Uh, so I've been experimenting with the new lockable repeaters, and I always thought it would be interesting to try and make an ABBA with it. Uh, I know that these lockable repeaters can be very useful when you're making pulse sustainers, which um, looks something kind of like uh, this, and they'll basically keep this signal on for a while. And I thought maybe I'll try making an ABBA. So here's what I came up with. It's actually very similar to these two designs, which have been around for a while now. And I'll just show you all of these ABBAs. Oh yeah, and in case you don't know what an ABBA is, if you watch this piston, it turns on before this piston. But on the falling edge, this one turns off before this piston, which makes this very useful. Like you could have, let me just think of an example. Perhaps you could do something like this. Oops. Something like this, and then you have two pistons like this, maybe? I don't know, but here is just one example. Now, you don't actually really need this to do that, but, well, I guess it's just an example. Anyways, so here's the ABBA I created. Very similar, like I said earlier, but the difference between this and this is that you can think of this as kind of like joining these two together. This one was kind of created because it was a way of being able to have an ABBA which you can supply direct input to, and this one is a flat version really, but it requires hard power, like so. It wouldn't work if you have just redstone dust. But now, this is great because it kind of joins both of them together. It doesn't require hard power, and it also is flat. So yeah, and I think you can pretty much build this just by looking at it, but well, I'll just do a tutorial anyways. So you start off by having this is your first output. Okay, now you have your second output over here. Okay, so that's that. But now we want to turn it into an ABBA, so we can add some delay here maybe. But we want them to turn off at separate times, so we add delay there as well. So they're very, very useful. And also we can do this to make it so that they both turn on at the same time but turn off at different times. Or we could do something like I'm not sure, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. So, yep, bye-bye.